What's up, guys? Back in the basement. My last video, I forgot to say back in the kitchen. I always forget. And then in the woods. By the way, shout out to, it says someone bought me 3 coffees. Love the info you provide. Thank you. I don't know who you are, but thank you so much. Every donation really helps. And I really like that you guys enjoy my content. I know sometimes I rant a little bit. Sometimes I make videos that you guys probably don't like, but I really respect every single one of you, and I love what we're building over here. I love being on YouTube. Yes, I have a full-time job outside of here, but the goal eventually is to become a full-time YouTuber, and I really appreciate all the support you guys are giving me. So shout out to you, anyone that wants to support me on Buy Me a Coffee. Just put a link to your Twitter or your name so I can shout you out, and also share your Twitter or whatever you want to show to me. But thank you so much. Always appreciated. And today I want to talk about Cardano, priced at 29 cents. And something I saw online the other day that I want to talk about. And ADA, or ADA, I know people say it's not called ADA, it's called ADA. Okay, ADA. This is going to be one of the cryptos that no one sees coming. And by that, I mean it gets a lot of hate. So we have two polarizing sides for ADA, I noticed. You got those that love it and say ADA gang going to the moon. And then you got those saying it's a shit coin, it's a ghost chain, Charles is an idiot, get out. And listen, if you're selling your Cardano right now at the bottom, I will gladly buy your bag. As bullish as I am on layer ones, I still think Cardano is going to have an amazing future. The all-time high was over a 10x from here. I think it's only a matter of time before it surpasses it. And I took this suppression in price from the SEC for what it was, a limited time discount. And it already is rebounding a little bit because Bitcoin went above 30K. So I think it dropped below 25 cents, right? Yeah, 23 cents, and now it's up 6 cents, which is a big deal for Cardano. I know some people are laughing like, woo, 6 cents, that is groundbreaking. I mean, listen, I'll take any game with Cardano, but tokenomics are great. 45 billion total supply, of fixed supply, 78%, or 35 billion roughly in circulation. Average hold time on Coinbase decreased. I mean, obviously, people are either selling it or they're moving it to a ledger because of Coinbase being sued by the SEC, or at least being pursued by them. So I don't think they're going to win that case personally, but it is what it is. But Cardano, something I saw with Charles, he recently had like a alien expedition. He was like looking for aliens or something, and people were laughing. I laughed at it too. Actually, I was pretty funny. I was like, wow, this guy is in the middle of being called by security, and instead of like fighting back, which he did make a video saying we're gonna fight, and I definitely saw that. I encourage you to check it out if you follow him on YouTube as well. But I saw the comments on Twitter, and people were either laughing and saying it's great, or someone saying, okay, Cardano's over. He obviously doesn't care. I actually think the reverse is true. The fact that he's doing these side quests, it just goes to show you that I don't think it's a determining factor of how much he cares and believes about Cardano. I think he's just sending the message that he doesn't care about the SEC pursuing them, meaning that like he's not worried. He knows Cardano's not a security, and so he's just doing his own thing. That's the message I got. You guys got to understand, he's the co-founder of Ethereum, the largest layer 1 blockchain. People tend to forget that. He knows Ethereum's code. He has all the fundamentals of Ethereum. He knows what was lacking with Ethereum, and he brought that to Cardano, which is why a big pitch to Cardano's marketing is being the next generation Ethereum. Now, I'm an Ethereum bull. I love Ethereum. I hold a lot of it in my portfolio. However, I do think Cardano, although it will take some time, it is one of your long-term investments. You can't just expect to flip it. I do think it's going to outpace Ethereum in the near future. I think it's going to do very well. I would not be surprised if it hits $4 or $5 this bull cycle, which would be way over a 10x. And this is despite being a 10 billion market cap, give or take, or a little bit more. So yes, Cardano is a large cap. However, I think it has a very good future ahead of it. And I said it before and I'll say it again. It is the most decentralized proof of stake crypto I've ever seen. You don't see too many proof of stake cryptos that are truly decentralized, or at least giving Bitcoin a run for its money when it comes to decentralization. Bitcoin and Casper are the most decentralized cryptos by far. You cannot compete with proof of work when it comes to true decentralization. But Cardano, you don't have to hold a large supply of Cardano to secure and stake. So that's a very good draw to it. Like Ethereum became more centralized when they became proof of stake because you have to hold 32 Ethereum to run a node, which essentially controls the network. And now they're proposing 2048 ETH, to my knowledge. So if that gets approved, you're only going to see whales and exchanges pretty much run nodes, which means they're only going to be the ones controlling the network. So that makes Ethereum more centralized, even though I'm still super bullish on Ethereum and it's still more decentralized than most. That does make it more centralized. Cardano does not have that issue. So if you're looking for a proof of stake crypto that's green and not the most scalable yet, but is still decently scalable, 250 TPS is nothing to bat an eye at, while at the same time being secure and decentralized, I think Cardano should definitely be on your watch list. You know, I'm not telling you to just buy and jump in right now, but take these discounts for what they are, limited time discounts, because I do believe Cardano will, if they get pursued by the SEC, I think they're going to win. If XRP wins, just like with Algo, you're going to see all the change come off for every single crypto that the SEC has called a security. And listen, you know, they can call anything a security. I told you guys in a previous video, you can sue a ham sandwich here in the US. Anybody can say anything. I can say you right now, you're a scammer or you're a bad person. Does that mean it's true? No. So if they're going to take Cardano to court, different story. I'll be like, okay, let's see what happens in court. But they're just calling and pointing fingers. And it seems like they're doing it to large communities to, you know, cause you guys to panic sell. Personally, I'm not falling for this FUD. I'm really not. Now, if XRP gets deemed a security and they sue Cardano next, they sue Algorand next, and they say they're securities as well, then I'll be a little worried. But okay, you know, what's the chance of them losing this case now to the SEC? But I just don't think it's going to happen. Is it a risk? Of course, every altcoin is a risk, like I said in my last video. But I think Cardano is going to be here to stay. I think people are going to realize this is FUD. And they're going to also realize that Cardano at 29 cents, major steal. I would not be surprised if 2025, when it comes around, we're going to see a lot of people say, I remember when Cardano was below 30 cents. I wish I got in. I'm telling you guys, people are going to miss out on Cardano. And because it gets called a stablecoin, because it was called a security, because people just hate Charles for whatever reason, they think he has no interest, they're going to miss out, and that is why I believe nobody is going to see this coming. They're not going to see Cardano rip it. Is it going to rip it like Solana did last bull cycle and go from like the low dollars to 260? Definitely not. They're not heavily VC backed. They don't have the marketing like Solana. But can it 10x plus this bull cycle? Can it be a great crypto and have a nice altcoin run? I believe so. But this is the thing too. You got to have realistic expectations. So Charles, for those who don't know, he's a perfectionist type person. The reason why we don't see Cardano ballooning up the way we expected to is because he's not focused so much on the price and the marketing. He's about getting the finished product out there and making sure it's legit and right the first time. And I love that. So me as a perfectionist myself, I respect that. When I originally came into the market, I was like, oh man, I want to be in the fastest moving cars. So I'm looking for these Lambo cryptos that can just shoot up. But then the downside to those cryptos shooting up like Solana did is if they're heavily VC backed and had a large ICO, they get dumped on just as fast, which we saw with Solana, especially when they lost ties to FTX and Alameda. Alameda was a big VC backing them, right down the gutter. So Cardano has been a little more slow and steady. Has it had some major downside? Yes, but also some bad things have happened. They got delisted off eToro. They got called a security. You know, there's been a lot of things that just suppressed Cardano and the overall market in general. 29 cents is really not that bad as most people make it out to be. In fact, I see this as a red tag. I love when I see red. Now, if this were like 2 pennies right now, okay, maybe I'd be a little concerned, like what the hell's going on here. But 29 cents while being called a security, this is pretty good, guys, and I think a lot of people are still holding it. The ADA gang is one of the strongest communities in the market. Most of them are not paper hands. A lot of them are staking it. If you look at Cardano's TVL, it's very impressive. So let's just pull it up here. I gotta put my large-ass coffee mug here. It has water in it because I'm trying to cut back on all the caffeine. Let's see what Cardano's TVL is. Total value locked, by the way, is what TVL means. 154 million. That is not a small number, guys. And if you check the chart, look at this. So it peaked, the TVL was increasing by March 2022, right? Which was about a year and a half ago, a little less than a year and a half ago. And then it went down here because, I mean, obviously, the market was tanking. But look at it now. It is recovering beautifully. And it looks like it's going to peak again. I'm no chart expert, but looking at this, it looks like it's going back to the upside. Take it with a grain of salt, but I like that a lot. Active users last 24 hours, 56,000 to start this video. So I think this is great. I think Cardano is going to do very well. And I think if you're not looking at it at this price, you're doing yourself a disservice. But this is just my opinion. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just an altcoin-based investor who loves big discounts. And I think Cardano is going to have a nice ride. I just think patience is a virtue that you have to practice having if you already do not have it. Because if you're not patient, you tend to become a little more emotional and make bad decisions. And when bad decisions take place over a long span of time, that is how you wreck yourself. By the way, if you want to reach out to me, talk to me, see what crypto I'm buying, selling, trading, or just join a like-minded group of both beginner and advanced investors during these challenging times, feel free to join my Patreon and Discord. The link will be in the description. We have a great community over there, but I'm not here trying to answer your comments. I'm over there talking to them, and I would love to see you there if you want to be a part of it. Anyways, but I want to hear from you. How do you feel about Cardano right now? Are you still bullish or are you bearish now? And where do you see its price by the end of this bull cycle? Let me know down below in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like. Really helps so much. That being said, I hope you have a great day and I'll see you in the next video.